Welcome back to Matriarch Alchemy. I'm Allie.
And I'm Amanda. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh my gosh, I'm good. We had a very funnest week, and I'm sorry we've been gone. We had an episode that had audio damage, so we're getting it repaired. Then we were out of town because it was my big 50th birthday, and then I went to Vegas. So here we are,
Yes.
getting right back on track. I wanted to talk to you about friendships
Yeah.
because I had some interesting conversations about it over the weekend, and I just think that I keep seeing online women talking about, oh, I only have one friend, or it's so hard to have friend groups. But then yet I'm seeing all these women in these huge groups and they have 10 bridesmaids, and clearly it exists. So some people feel like it exists, but then there's always people saying, oh, I feel like I'm the one on the outside. So what is going on with young women and friendships?
I think a lot of it has to do with just social media. Let's just start there. We all
Mm-hmm.
want to post only the best of what we have on social media, right?
Yeah.
So the one time you have all of these people that you know together, you're taking photos, you're posting it. So it's perpetualizing just that idea that I have all these friends. So yeah, I think that is part of it, but I do think it is a very common thing. A lot of girls my age always feel like, well, I either have a lot of friends, but they're all for different things,
Mm-hmm.
um, or you do feel like you're kind of on the outskirts of everybody else. And we all just feel like that. I don't think it's anything different for even the people who look like they have 1,000 friends.
Yeah. So this is something that I find so interesting, but I want to talk about because I think women could have a little bit of an eye-opening moment here. One of the things is that I think what we've been going through in society in general is this thing that we need, all this love and acceptance and power and
Mm-hmm.
whatever. And so women really work to feel like they're having really close, deep friendships.
Mm-hmm.
This seems to be involving lots of deep, dark sharing, oversharing about their lives, right?
Yeah.
And then it a lot of things happen too where women are getting better and getting worse or going through hard times. Their husband's great, they're getting married, and they're what happens seems to be jealousy and insecurity about, am I doing good enough? Does everybody like me? These come up for women now just in our society.
Mm-hmm.
Would you say versus just that part? Does that make sense to you, or do you see that?
Maybe. I, I mean, yes, I do think that there's a lot of insecurity about like women feeling like they're in the right place or even a little
Mm-hmm.
envy towards their friends or like acquaintances. Um, but I do think it's just like the envy for like that pressure of feeling like you need to be somewhere or doing something specific that your friends are doing.
Yeah, I think we've been raised and taught and lived where we feel like we're always having to do everything, be good at everything,
Yep.
get pregnant right the first time, get married on time, get our degree, I mean, everything it is like, oh, I lost 10 pounds. But then everybody needs to be happy for you every time you accomplish something. But it stirs up wounds in other women when you're like, oh my gosh, I finally lost 20 pounds. Oh my gosh, I'm pregnant. I've been trying for 3 years. Like the things that other women are going through, it does seem still to trigger them. Not that we don't have empathy for what they're going through,
Right.
but it's just hard, right? To think, oh, we want people to just be genuinely happy for us and want to feel like we have like this close connection.
I will say like something that I feel like I'm seeing the most is people are at such different life stages
Mm-hmm.
at this age. Like you've got people who are married and already have kids for the last 5 years versus, people who are just graduating college or just deciding to go to college.
Yeah.
So with such a wide range, it's hard to one keep friendships where you are kind of in those different life stages because, I want a friend that I can afford to like go on vacation with or but they can't find childcare. So it's like always this back and forth of like trying to find friends who are in the same like I don't know, stage, right?
Yeah.
Um, and then when you do have those friends, it's weird where if someone makes more money now, it's become like that envy. I heard
Mm.
some other lady talking about going out to like the bars on the weekend for someone's birthday, and this one girl was expecting someone else to pay for her because she can't afford it, but then now you become like it's adding all this extra like
That can be awkward too.
that's
You
I
want
just
to help, but also don't want it to be a habit. And maybe
yeah.
that could be a financial problem for you, or just feels weird.
Well, and that's like the whole thing is we're all just in such different like financial standpoints too. So I do
Hmm.
think that causes a little bit more like jealousy or envy for your friends who have salary jobs that they're able to afford to go on a vacation for a few days when
Hmm.
someone else can't.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. That as you're all at different phases of the bird launching, as we'd like to call it, as you're coming out of college, coming out of school, and or just moving out, getting starting a career, getting married, just starting your own life. Like everybody doesn't do it at the exact same timeline.
Right.
So I could see how that could be problematic in some ways. One thing I thought about over this weekend was how amazing it is to have friends from all walks of life and every age. I have wonderful friends that I love to talk to in my neighborhood that are 70, 80 years old.
Yeah.
I love talking with them. It's interesting. It's not gossipy.
Yeah.
I mean, we have great talks about the world, and you learn a lot by having friends that are in a different place, and it keeps your head on straight, when you do remember that someone else is struggling financially while you're, you know doing well. And it's
Yeah.
not that they're not happy for you, it's just they're frustrated and they feel bad about themselves, or they feel bad, like it's really, if you've ever been in that place where you're worried to pay your bills, or you do have no extra money to go out for a beer, like it's hard, it is hard to be in that place, and finding friends that include you still by saying, we're all going to be friends, that we're going to do something the lowest income person can afford so we can all hang out together and do something fun. We're going to go to the park and we're going to play frisbee dodgeball. I don't even know. I think I just invented a new game.
Kind of.
No. You know what I mean? Like, we're
Yeah.
going to the park, everybody bring a sandwich or bring some stuff to share. Someone's going to bring a cooler of beers, or if sodas and whatever, and you can still have so much fun just be hanging out together. You don't have to go drink champagne on a yacht every
Yeah.
time you hang out, and there are going to be things that you can do with certain friends. And I still would say, as an adult, you watch your friendships kind of come and go by who your neighbors are, people who have the same age kids as you, parents from the school, and you do start hanging out sometimes with people that can afford to do the same things as you,
Yeah.
because it can get hard when you're like, oh, hey, do you guys want to go to Mexico for a long weekend?
Or do you want to go to the
And
mountains
nobody can
or
never ever afford it. That can be hard, right? Or you can say, I'm renting a cabin in the mountains. Anybody come. I've decided I'm just doing it. You want to chip
yeah.
in? Great. If you can't, you can't. And I'm going to take the loss and just say, I've paid for this for just fun for everyone because I know I can afford it. You got to balance that out.
Yeah, and I think that it's interesting if you were to compare like male friendships versus like female friendships in this, especially this age.
Mm-hmm.
Like in my 20s to 30s, is everyone is in such different life, situations. But then
Mm-hmm.
guys have no problem having all these friends they've known since like middle school, high school, right? But they all are in very different places in life, but they just still figure it out. I've heard my partner be like, "Oh, I just love having friends that I can do specific things with." Or
Mm-hmm.
like, I know that they're always down for a good time, so I'll invite them for this, but I have my one friend for this. Like, but women are just like, I need my one friend for everything that I want to do, or my four friends that do everything together. So I think it's weird. Like men have no judgment towards each other on where they are. They'll just figure it out. But then women start judging each other or comparing themselves so much to each other that it's causing more of that um, divide. At least what I see.
I think that totally makes sense. The what I guess I'm hearing you, I like to talk this as like hobby friends. So the friends that like to do a thing you like to do, and
Yeah.
you guys, that's kind of the thing you do together, right? If you
Yeah.
have maybe a hiking friend, a biking club friend, a particular game you like to play, or you know, book club, like the things that you have in common. And I think that's a great way. You two have to realize, like in the salad of your life, that you have friends that are different parts of the salad, right? So that's how you get all your needs met, like in the sense of, oh, I have a book club friend, but I have a friend I can talk to about the economy, and then I have a different friend that I really like to go to the gym with, or whatever it is. They have that same interest or the same level as you.
Yeah.
And I think men do that a lot, like where they do hang out with people from their work or their old school friends,
Hmm.
just as visiting, go have a beer,
Yeah.
make it easy. And then they have their hobby friends. But I actually asked my boyfriend about this, and I was like, what do you think it is? Like, women seem to have such struggles maintaining friendships. And he's like, I think it's because we don't go as deep, because men have very surface level relationships. This is why they can post joking memes online where they're like, I spent 4 hours golfing with Ted, but
Couldn't tell you how
couldn't
his
tell you
wife
anything
is.
about how he's doing or his
Yeah.
surgery or his wife or his kids because we didn't talk about it. He'll go, oh, it just didn't come up. They don't ask each other stuff like that.
But that's what it. I do. I've had that same conversation. Is,
Yeah.
how can you have all these friends, but yet you know nothing about what's going on in their life? But then they're like, oh, I could totally call that friend if I really needed something, but I never would.
But could you learn from that a little bit in the sense that maybe women are taking it a little too seriously? I think some women are. Like,
I
you
do
don't
think.
have to have this deep connection with every woman you know. Maybe she just wants to go hiking with you and not be alone in the woods.
No.
Maybe she just wants somebody else to sit with and shoot the stuff while the kids run around at the playground. You don't have to be like, let's discuss our entire childhoods and all of our feelings. I mean, I just think sometimes it's putting so much pressure,
Yeah.
and it's not that serious.
Well, I think it does boil down to like, how women love processing things by talking about it. It helps us relax, right? So if you're going through something and you're like, I just want my friend, I just need to shoot the shit.
Mm-hmm.
Great. But then guys don't. Talking does, like raise their cortisol and makes them more stressed out when they're trying to process something. So I can totally see where all of that disconnect comes from is we're craving connection to help reduce our stress, but now we're putting too much pressure on our friendships.
Mm-hmm.
Conversely, the other way is you're trying
Yeah.
to decrease your stress.
Well, that's not even totally just men and women. Well, I do find that's common.
Yeah.
There are just people in general that there's processors and then there's talkers of how they work through something. But quite often, men need to mentally digest something, even for a while, and then come back and be extremely rational about it. And
Yeah.
they've had some time to just digest it. They don't want to talk and talk and talk and talk, where a lot of wives want this and girlfriends, they
They
think
just
that
want to
that's how you're
talk.
going to resolve it all. And that sometimes you just got to chill out and let it flow. And it's just like some things can take time to work out.
Yeah.
And if you learn, like if you see this a couple times in someone you're dating, that you see how they process, you need to give them what works for them,
Right.
and kind of relax it. I know some people think we need to talk about this. We have to talk about this right now. But I've seen that happen from both sides. When people are like, I don't want to talk to you about it right now. You're too elevated. Like, so if I've seen a woman say, I'm not going to talk about that right now because you're angry and raising your voice at me.
Yeah.
So if you want to talk later, we'll talk later when you calm down.
Well, I think that's the most important thing is always learning when to go. We're not going to get anywhere. We need to just take a deep breath and walk
Take a
away for a
break.
second
So that whole thing
and
of never
process.
going to bed angry and all that. I mean, I don't know that that's actually really good advice. I think it's probably relatively terrible advice if you think about it. It it's like you don't need to sit and stew and fix everything every day. That happens. And also, that means maybe you're talking when you need to be processing or you need to be calming down. Yeah, you may not
Yeah.
sleep good if you've had a fight with someone, But the main thing is, if can you repair to a point of calm and safety? Really, that's the main issue. Can you get to calm and safety in your relationship? And then now you go to bed. We'll talk about it later.
I like to think about it as not like going to bed angry at each other. It's more of like, are you going to bed without resentment towards the other having like a difference of opinion, or, you know what, we'll work it out, we'll figure it out, but I'm still going to go to bed and like process that. I'm going to sleep on it, but I have no resentment. I'm still going to lay in the same bed and we're going to call it a night. Like, that's what I'm saying.
I'm still gonna put my foot on you. Okay, we're fine.
I'm still going to put my cold feet on you. And we
That's how
laugh
you
about
know
it and
you're
call it a
fine.
day. Like,
That's how you know you're still okay. We're still a team, and you have to remember you're not fighting against each other to work something out, right? You're two people solving a problem together.
yeah.
But it's like, if the other person acts like they're just trying to win, then you're not in the right headspace anyway. Move on.
Yeah.
But with friendships, I mean, I just feel like, I wonder if sometimes that's what's happening. But then that also leads me to ask you, what about the whole mean girl culture thing?
What about specifically?
Like, what I don't understand, like, the women that are mean to each other. They're in their own friends group. Like,
I
why
mean,
does
it's
this
insecurity.
exist in our society? I mean, if you're mean, you kind of, maybe you should be ousted from the friend group. Like, you shouldn't be
Bring back bullying.
Why are you hanging? Well, what?
Bring back bullying the bullies.
Bullying the bullies. Well, it's like, why are you in the group?
Yeah.
If you're feeling insecure and you're jealous, maybe you need to go find a different group.
Yeah.
Because I want to be able to talk about my wins and my progress, and, like, how I have so much going on, or I have 4 streams of income because I like doing a lot of things. There's a lot of time in the day, apparently, for me to do a lot of things, right? Then sometimes I get women like, "Oh, I love your little projects." Thank you.
I
You mean the
think
book I'm writing? My little project? No.
I think a lot of mean girls and friend groups come from just hidden jealousy or hidden, you know, they wish they could be doing those things or have their own projects that they're working on, but they don't make the time or the effort towards it, so they're take it out on you. Um, I'm a girl's girl all the way to the point where, I will support you with whatever, but at the same time, I'm not going to support stupidity or anger. So
No.
I see you doing something stupid, I'm not going to let you without me telling you at least, hey, maybe not great. Or, I see you being mean to our other friend. I'm not going to sit here and pretend it's okay. I'm going to have a conversation about
Well,
it.
because then you're allowing it, then you're part of it.
Yeah.
So if you allow someone to speak a certain way, so if a woman comes up to me, which I would say it's slowly waning at my age, but still for a while was kind of happening, is that women will be like, "Oh my gosh, so and so said this," and I'm like, why were they comfortable saying that to you? They shouldn't have been comfortable. Okay, tell me how you stood up for me in that moment. If you're my friend, right? I mean, but why are we talking like this? We're too old to be having these kind of conversations. I don't really care what this other woman wants to say about me behind my back. I guess that's her business. But it's like, we talk about so much about supporting one another, but you go on Instagram or TikTok and you see these really rude, mean comments under women's stuff by other women. Oh, all of a sudden now you're not a girl's girl because somebody is confidently showing too much skin, or someone is happily posting a video promoting something and you're jealous. They're jealous. I can't even think of any other reason why you would need to tell a girl that her skirt is too short, even if it is.
We all know,
You can say it nicely.
keyboard warriors, right?
Yeah.
Online is going to be already horrible. I mean, every influencer has definitely experienced some hate in some way, right?
Yeah.
Everyone loves hiding behind a screen. It's so much easier. I mean, how many times when I was in middle school or high school would people say something online or send me a text that I was like, wow, that's rude. And I'd confront them. They don't want to talk anymore. I'm like, hey, I would really love to discuss what you thought about this. But yet they're not willing to in person. They're like, I didn't mean it. It was an accident. I'm so sorry. Like,
Or
no,
they
but you said
assume
it.
there's some giant beef, and you're like, that
It was never that
wasn't important to
serious.
me that you said that because I don't care what you think. And I think when you become confident and healed, it does trigger other people. But also, what the beauty of that side is like, I really don't care. I don't care if somebody writes mean things on our Instagram about our podcast. It doesn't hurt me. It doesn't change how I feel about it. It doesn't change how I think I'm doing. It's just someone is snotty and mean and jealous. I'm like, good for you.
I say the best
You're
part is
probably just
like,
not the audience. The best thing to do would be to just move on. That you don't need to post that. Like we literally don't care.
I love the thing that's like, you still want to talk bad about whatever I'm doing with my life, or, whether it's my life, my podcast, my family life, but at the end of the day, my name's still in your mouth. You're still telling people about it, telling
Yeah.
people about me.
I mean, that's like how you kind of have to think of it. When you're confident, you just don't really care anymore if someone has something bad to say. And also, when you don't entertain it, those women stop coming to you. They stop hanging around you because they're not comfortable that they can't do their gossiping and their stuff around you, and I don't know. I think we have to work together better at being more aware at our comments. And I would say I'm not perfect for sure, but you can take a minute and think before you comment on another woman's Instagram posts about how her body is or how her outfit is. And truly ask yourself, can I say this nicely? Can I say something nice? Or others
Or what is the
don't say anything at
reason?
all.
What's the reason behind why you feel like you need to say something?
Why do you need to do it? And what you're doing is you're like a narcissist chipping away at their confidence. But you're probably not going to chip away. But what you have done now is outed yourself as what kind of person you are. Because everyone can see all those mean comments. And now I love that people are posting, oh, here's a picture of this horrible comment from a woman who has an account saying she supports other women. And they still write mean things. And I'm like, you're not thinking before you put things out into the internet.
It's there forever, even
But
if you delete it.
I think you and I had talked recently about it being difficult through COVID in college to actually meet people and have friendships. And we were talking about like, how do you do that? And I think you've been trying to work to turn that around. So tell me what you've been doing.
With
You're like,
friends. I have friends. I'm just kidding. I definitely had to step out of my comfort zone and just like talk to people. Like,
was that the problem? You don't talk to people?
I talk to people, but like I need to be better about actually communicating like what I want or what I'm, what kind of friendships I'm looking for. And so, I'm trying to tell people what I'm into. Like, hey, I really love reading books. I now have a friend who is like, hey, I want to start a book club. I said the same thing. I want to start a book club. Now we have a book club. We're meeting once a month. Yeah, she invited some of her friends and their friends invited. Like, it's become this thing, but it's just a modge podge of like women who kind of know each other, but it's fun.
Yeah.
Like, now I get to at least go to this book club. It might be an hour or two where, sure, we talk about the book, some of it, but the rest of it is just getting to know each other. I found out someone else who has another hobby that I'm into, such as like gluten-free sourdough. Random, but now I have someone to talk to about it.
Yeah.
Or music, like, oh, I have a friend that you would actually be really good friends with. And that's what I think women are getting really bad at. They want to hold all their friends so close to their heart, they don't want to let anybody get to know each other. And they feel left out if your two friends have something in common.
I like introducing friends that I think will like get on.
I love that.
Like I've known like, oh, two single gals that like to go out and they're dating. I'm like, you guys meet and go hang out. Or
I love that.
Like, oh, I think you'd really get along with so and so, or her kids are the same age as yours. Or I have a lot of friends, like Russian friends, and for some reason I've introduced them all, and they all are friends. Clearly, I mean, they seem to enjoy having a community.
Well, that's what I think that like is the biggest issue is women are scared of their friends becoming closer of friends than they are with each other. So like,
Why would you need to be scared of that, though? I
I
mean,
don't
in
know.
reality, how great for them that they needed a connection, and you were the person that made it happen.
Yeah, it's like
It's okay.
you might think you have, your best friend, but then
Mm.
you introduce them to another friend that you think is going to be like a great friend addition. They might become friends because they have something really in common that you two didn't. Like, why can't you just start introducing friends that you want, that you're like, oh, we're all going to be friends now? Like, and if they want to hang
Well,
out
and it's
without me,
fine.
I'll
Even if,
live.
like, say maybe these two have more physical time to hang out, like they're both stay at home moms.
Yeah.
Introduce stay at home moms to other stay at home moms, especially if their kids are the same age. They can all go to the park together. She has another mom to talk to now.
Yeah.
They might spend more time together than you because you're working full time, or maybe you don't have kids, but that's okay.
Yeah.
And there's just not like she's not your friend anymore. It's just you
Yeah.
have people that are in the same time of life as you, you know. So what I think has been neat to watch over the past, say, 30 years of my life is I've had friends that have kind of faded away. Like they're still there,
Yeah.
but we don't really hang out or talk, or maybe we just have some things we don't really love that's going on, or people retreat into their own little world when they have different things going on. It could
Yeah.
be a medical problem. Like you have no idea. They could move to another state. But I find that sometimes it still comes around and I'll start being like, oh, I'm spending time with this person that I knew from all these years ago because we've been through the same trauma. Both got divorced, or it's like we have something in common that we start discussing. Oh, let's go to dinner. Let's talk about it. And
Yeah.
people just life is ebbs and flows. The friendships are gonna come and go, and it's okay. You're gonna move. You're gonna live in new cities and have to make new friends. You're going to
We're going
get
to have
new
a different life.
jobs and you're going to hope you can make friends there and meet people in a new city.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard. And I mean, but you can still like meet up with friends from college or from your high school and just see how they're doing. But you might not want to hang out all the time, but it'd be fun to get together or
Just
just
catch up.
how are you doing? Or maybe they're just really active on your social media, but you never actually see each other in person.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of things that look one way. And I think now everyone's judging how someone else's media looks, when meanwhile, some of us just have very private social lives. And the things I post are very particular things that I want the world to see or people to see, but I don't post everything. Like it's not all public.
No.
And some people don't post at all, but they're very, very social people.
Yeah, or you're just mean. We forget to ever take a photo at anything because we're just having so much fun. So,
Yeah, I mean, it's not like a requirement of life to have 1,000 photos. I like pictures. I like taking photos, but I also think it helps my memory.
I like when they
I'm
pop
like,
up as
oh
a
yeah,
memory and I go, "Oh my gosh, that was so much fun." But
I
like I don't need
know.
everybody else to like.
That's a nice feature I like on Facebook when the memories come up because I'm like, oh, because I've been on Facebook since it started, pretty much. What was it, 2008 or something?
Well, yeah. Then I have my like
Mm.
phone photos and they tell me when I have memories. They pop up. So
Mm.
then I see them and I'm like, "That's 2014." Oh no, I'm getting
What?
old. But yeah, I mean, not everybody needs to share everything, and social media is so skewed. Nobody's actually sharing the real raw of their life and how lonely they are most 99% of the time when they're busy with work or school or whatever else is going on in their life. Like,
Well, and I know a lot of people have like gone through divorce very silently and they're not posting anything, or
yeah,
they really kind of lock it down and you don't even know they're going through a hard time.
I know people who
Sometimes you
have
wonder
kids.
because they delete all their husband's photos or they post a lot of quotes.
Yeah.
And you're like,
Well, I feel like now I see
you
people
okay?
who are like stay offline and now like randomly they post a photo of them with their kid and I'm like, you have a 3-year-old?
You have a child?
But they never posted anything about it. But I love that. Like I love not posting enough to where like
They
people
don't
don't need
know.
to know what's going on in my life unless you're like my friend. Then I'm so excited to show you all these photos and talk about it rather than you just
Yeah.
being like, "Oh, I saw you went to this place.
It's
Cool."
so funny when people don't talk to you ever, or they don't comment, they don't like your photos. Like just, and you don't know they're out there. And then you see them and they're like, oh yeah, I saw that thing where you went there. And I'm like, oh,
Oh,
why didn't you say anything?
forgot. Yeah, I don't
Sometimes
know.
it's just weird, you know? You're
I like to
like,
do a little
oh,
cleanup every
so
so
you're a
often.
stalker, huh?
I don't know. That's me. I like to go through all my social media friends every so often and be like, why do I still have these people that I like don't talk to? I like to
I
clean
was
up.
doing that every once in a while, like once a year I clean up the friends list, but also like people that just never interact with me for years. And I'm like, why are we friends? But a lot of people build that list and they want a huge number and they don't post anything personal at all because they think of it like it's a phone book or they use it for business, for marketing. So if you have over like 3,000 friends on Facebook, you're using it for something else. Like you're just adding every possible person that you could know. You know, that's different. Like I only really want my very inner circle. If
I
you
don't
don't
think I've
talk to
ever.
me, you're probably gonna go. Like
Maybe that is a lot, like a little bit of your generation, because like I don't think anybody in my generation really, like as we've gotten older, like now it has nothing to do with the amount of people that are following you or you're friends with. It's like,
mhm.
oh, these are people I went to high school with, or these are people I worked with, but it's not like a
Yeah.
phone book, so to speak. I don't think
Well,
that's like a
so when
thing
Facebook
anymore.
started, it was really fun and really great because it was only your friends and family. And
Mm.
you would post pictures of your kids and your vacations, and it was a nice thing. And then it just got bigger and bigger, and it's gross. And now, when everybody my age even started trying to use it for their business, it became just like this very annoying thing that I just now I have no interest in really going on there. And I've become much more aware of what I share about my children online. And I have some other friends that have had babies and they don't even post that they had a baby on their Facebook. And I was like, I love this. I love that your baby doesn't exist in social media. And then there's other people that
Oh,
create, they're just posting and posting every little thing. Oh, my kid got this. Here's his report card. And I'm like, that's an invasion of privacy in my mind to the kid.
I think really anything that
No, don't do that.
could be considered embarrassing, like to the kid,
Yeah.
should not be posted online. Especially because now we know the internet it's here to stay, and
Yeah. Where
anything
is
you
it
post could
going?
go anywhere. Or even just like the safety concerns yet are around kids being posted online. Like AI
Mm-hmm.
is getting really good at doing gross things to kids. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
I think that needs to be
You
something
got to
that
think
should
about
be
that
a
for
choice
sure.
by a person as they get older and not by their parents. Of well, also I don't know why
It's
people have
hard.
such like a need to see other people's children or have like access to other people's
Well, you need to have a
children.
private group if you're going to be on Facebook and just put like the grandmas
Or
or
just
whoever
text
you want to put
them.
them. But if you're going to want to post it in a private, in a secondary private group that's not to everyone. Because you don't even know. If you just add some guy from your husband's work, you don't even know if he's a pedophile. You literally don't know.
Yeah. Don't
And
they
then you're
say like
posting pictures of your daughter's birthday party and he's like stalking it. So don't, no,
yeah. I
no.
mean, don't they even say like most of the people who are most likely to like abuse children are close family or friends? It's never
That
strangers.
happens a lot for sure. I mean, obviously the internet draws in a lot more. I've noticed grown, I mean, we're talking 40, 50-year-old men adding every pretty girlfriend of mine in my Facebook to, and I'm like, oh, you're
Well, I
gross.
also don't think people think about how easy it is to find out something about people just from online. Like, there are people I can definitely go and figure out, or I see the likes from certain
Yeah,
adult
you
friends of
see a
my
lot more than
father's
you think.
and
Oh,
seeing some of the
ew.
stuff that they like or what they follow.
You're like, oh,
And
hmm.
you go, I know way too much about you that I never wanted to know. And you
Oh,
did that to
gross.
yourself, though. You know, we should all be respectful of whoever we're posting. Like, if I took a photo with you, I'm not going to go and post it without being like, hey, is it cool if I post this photo of us? And you're like, oh no, I don't like that
Let me
photo.
see it. No.
But at least I'm asking, like, you should be asking your friends or being like, hey, I'm going to post
Some of
this.
them we know, but I have a
Right.
lot of friends. Like I was out, I was with a girlfriend in Vegas, and we actually took a couple cute pictures in the swimming pool. And she's like, "Is it okay if I post this picture? It's really cute." And I was like, "Okay," because I don't generally allow my bikini top on social media. And I'm like, is your media public?
But she did ask you.
She asked.
And it's the same thing.
I looked at it and was like, okay.
Are you asking your children?
She's putting in her story or whatever. And I'm like, okay, sure. But I'm okay with that.
It's the people who aren't like thinking that, oh, well, your child is also a person and they legally can't consent. So, like, what? You're making a decision that it's okay, but yet in 10 years, they could go, I can't believe that you ever posted that.
Post a couple photos like, yeah, I have a kid. This kid is cute. The kid is growing, but the kid is fully clothed and it's nothing embarrassing.
People are putting too much pressure on why they need to like just share everything and anything in their life.
Well, I think that comes down to that insecurity of like wanting to feel like they have something going on, you know, but not everyone's showing off. You know, some of us are just happy about our life and our accomplishments. Yeah. And you do have to remember that. It's not like just, oh my God, everybody's just showing. I mean, every person is not just showing off. Like some of us are just very confident and healthy and knowing who we're sharing with and why. And it's okay. And some people are just genuinely trying to be happy, you know, and they're happy about spending time with their kids and their family and whatnot. Someone should be okay with you being you. Yeah. And if you're a person that posts every day or every week and they never post at all, it's okay. But maybe respect it if you take a photo of them and ask if they care if you post it. But I don't know what the jealousy part.
It's definitely like remembering that friendships are going to come and go, and you don't have to have that one perfect best friend that I've had since 4th grade or whatever. Like most people don't have that, and if they do, from the outside, they might not be as close as you seem to think they are. That's what I think it is. You know, stop trying to make a perfect cookie cutter of a friend, and why not just have friends that you can just be together?
I only know, honestly, in reality, a couple women that have like that kind of relationship with someone. Any of those women don't really reach out to other women. They kind of like lock down their circle. So they are like, okay, well, you're my friend. Now no one else is allowed to be my friend. It's not like they don't have more friends, but it's like
they're in a relationship with their friend.
Maybe that's how they maintain it. Like,
I mean, you do you.
Like everyone else has lots of different friends in different groups in different countries, and we all just come and go.
Yeah, but life changes so much, and especially like I would say right now in my 20s or even 30s, with everything being so different and learning all the different life things that we're doing, like getting houses, getting married, having kids, like it isn't that serious. Just
well, I think
you don't need a perfect friend who you're gonna like hold hands with and sing Kumbaya for every single thing that you do.
Well, I think that's something that younger girls need to remember is that it's not like that. It's not like, oh my God, I don't have a best friend. We don't necessarily always have that kind of relationship or have time for that kind of relationship. Like you're going to have a lot of great friends. They're going to fill all the different things that you like to do.
Yeah.
And that I think I keep hearing about it, like people that think like they long for that best friend, that vibe or she's like my sister. Or maybe she is your sister.
Well, I feel like that's different though. I feel like having a sister or a brother would be so different than like a friendship.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
And sisters can fight. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
You'd be mean to each other. Rip each other's hair out.
I don't know. Don't ask me. I don't have a sister.
No. I don't either at all, brother. I just observe.
And we need to stop looking for that perfect person who's going to be our best friend forever. I mean, you might meet them.
And just realize some people are busy and they are homebodies. Unless you live next door, you may never see them.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't have time to do a whole lot. Also, I've gotten to the point, I'm actually trying to make sure I initiate to do something with one of my female friends whenever my boyfriend was out of town, just so I'm like, come on. Because I'm like, oh, I'm just going to, do this and do that at the house. And then I'm like, gosh, I need it. He's been socializing the entire time and I'm not. So I was like, I probably need to be
also like
more social.
I'm trying to get better at least of setting up like one day a month that I see like my friends who are close just so that we can find a day where we're like, hey, let's catch up. If we have more time, we'll figure it out. But like, this is kind of all we got.
What really is nice is when a female friend just does everyday life with you. It doesn't always have to be let's get dressed up and go spend $100 for dinner, go have drinks.
Yes.
Let's go to Costco.
Together and split 10
Let's
pounds
walk
of
our dog.
gravy.
We can sit and talk and have coffee while their kids are in the sports lessons. You know, like sometimes that's, I don't even, like my kid's not in the sports lesson. I'm like, I'll go with you. It'll be fun. I'll watch.
So maybe that's what it is stop trying to find the perfect thing for you and your friends to do together.
And do the things
And
you're
just
already doing.
live every day. Just
go to Target
together.
Go, yeah, you can go shopping.
I definitely have called my friend before and been like, hey, I need to go to Target or I need to go to Costco. And they're like,
get in the car.
They're like, okay, cool. Yeah, I got nothing else to do today. And I'm like, all right, I'll be there in 5.
Or come over, but maybe I'm doing a task. I'm like, hey, I got to go do this thing at my house, but you can, if you will come over and talk to me while I do it. Hey, I'm going to be pulling weeds. You can tan. Talk to me while I'm pulling weeds. I mean, so that's how we make time for each other. But it's like being in someone's everyday real life to me is kind of the epitome of friendship. Is that you don't have to be dressed up and going to the club. You don't have to be like, let's go on vacation or, all the big fancy things. Come sit in the grass and drink iced tea while I pull weeds.
Maybe that's just
Maybe
because
help
we
me.
have very different like love languages, and that's probably where everybody's thing is
their love languages are different.
2 people who just sit in the same room and can do their own thing, and they're like, I love that we hung out today. And then I could be there and be like, I didn't think we hang out at all. I'm a talker. I want to talk. But I do think it goes into those love languages of like all of our friends also are different.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's trying to find like happy balances that are going to make you both feel like you did spend that quality time together in whatever way that makes you both happy.
Yeah.
So
I have some funny memories of doing things with friends when they've like come in from out of town and ended up like me and other grown women on a slip and slide in my backyard because we're like, let's just hang out, get some sun, goofing around. Like, it's just sit at the fire pit and toast a marshmallow. Like, there's so many simple things you can do. Help me cook dinner.
yeah, help me food prep for the week.
Go corral my toddler while I cook dinner.
That has been like one thing that I would love to do as a friend is like if my friend was like, I want to see you, but I have the kid and I just don't know what to do. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go play. Well, you got to get whatever you got.
What do you need to do, and I'll come play with the baby.
Or if you want to play with your baby, and I'll
help you organize.
Prep. Like
I'm gonna fold your laundry. Yeah, be the kind of friend that's like, what do you feel stuck on right now with a mom that has a new baby? Go fold her freaking laundry.
Get her dishes out of her dishwasher.
Yeah, well, if you can't, yeah, she'll be like, those over there. I don't know, maybe. I'm trying to think of something easy.
I don't know. I just think that we all our friends. Do you know? I actually think this is something that I've been hearing about online. Is like friends doing their tasks together once a month. So like they get together on a Thursday, Friday night, or a Saturday, and they're like, all right, this is the night that we all get the stuff that we've been putting off done. We do all of our taxes at the same time, or we all pay all of our bills, or we call the company.
Was it called like a procrastination party? You forced one of your friends each get forced to do a task they've been putting off.
Yes.
I saw someone else was it. So I can't take
I saw it, but
I can't say I made that up, but I was like, that's so funny for people that need
that's
that.
Funny.
But like you can do different things than just always going out drinking. And
I don't know. I don't know if my friend loves or hates this, but every time I go over to her house, I'm like, so what do you need done? She's like, I really need to do my dishes, but I'm just too tired and I need to do this. And I'm like, I'll do your dishes. You go do the other thing you were talking about. She's like,
okay. Do you know where you learned that from? You.
She comes over to my house and starts just randomly doing my dishes.
I would with my friends. So if like my friends just had a baby, I would be like, oh, can I start your laundry? I'll do this. Like how about I help you clean your kitchen? And I can like power clean super fast. I'll load the dishwasher, wipe off the counter. Hey, can I make you a salad and put it in the fridge? Like it's already made. And you can eat it later. Like I like to find little tasks that I can help. Because I mean, I know what it's like to have new babies and little kids, and you're tired.
even like young adults who are like literally just working right now just to pay for their apartment and like basic
Yeah.
necessities. I'm like, shoot, if I can give you 10 more minutes of your time and I can just do your dishes for you real quick while you're like, I need to get my stuff out of the dryer. I'm like, deal. Your dishes are
Like, if
already
you don't
done.
mind, I'm just gonna be over here doing your dishes. Well, yeah, like some of us are
Why don't we all
we are
just be better friends
busier.
to each other?
Be better friends. Yeah, you want better friends, you have to be a better friend.
Yeah,
Don't
you
you
want
think?
that close relationship with like a girlfriend. Like, why aren't you also like being a good friend, like support person?
Yeah.
They just want a friend to like go out and take pictures with. They don't want a real friend. Show up to their house at 2 a.m. in the morning because they're crying and they're like, I brought ice cream.
If you have a girlfriend that's getting divorced and like money's tight during the divorce, it's like go over to her apartment and say, "What do you need to do? Let me help you. Let's make this cute in here. Let's decorate your bedroom and make your
Yeah.
bed and
Let me help.
make give you a sanctuary."
My best
That's
times hanging
easy.
out with my friends are like, we made brunch at her house and then we did house chores together of like unpacking and just talked. And I was like, that was so much fun.
Helping someone like pack or unpack is just we're actually just so nice to have someone helping, even though some of it be hard. I used to do this for some of my friends though when I was young, and then I realized they would just sit there and do like nothing while I was doing their tasks, and then so I stopped doing it. So you have to be very careful. Don't be a people pleaser and get
Yes,
taken
I know.
advantage of them. That's not really what I'm talking about.
It's just like,
But I have friends that'd be like, "Oh, I'm not allowed to go out and play until I clean up my room," and I'm like, "So clean up your room. Let's go."
yeah.
And they would just be like, "I don't want to.
Oh, okay.
Why am I here?" And I'd end up like putting all of my friends' dirty clothes in her hamper and make her bed. And I'm like, there, it's already clean. Oh, that took 4 minutes. And
I'm
you
not
didn't want to
saying
do
like
it?
mother your friends. That's not at all what I'm saying. It's just like I do the things for my friends that I know that they would do back for me. And sometimes, yeah, you just have to start kind of like helping people out. And then I feel like you like build that relationship to like be each other's village
Yeah.
because I do
And
think
some
that's
people
what
need
people
the pushing
struggle.
to get going. Like
Yeah.
they feel very overwhelmed. And I'm like, there's about 6 minutes of work here.
Well, it's like you always need a third party to say something because you're in whatever it is, right? So,
Mm-hmm.
like, if you had someone to
Yeah.
say, oh, well, that's easy, start on this, then you're like, oh, I was thinking about all 6 things at once. Why didn't I just, okay.
Oh my
But,
gosh.
like, I can be that friend too.
Have
And
you
just,
noticed everybody's brain process things different? Like
we
this is
all process things so
what?
differently. Or, I struggle with people who don't have an internal monologue. I don't get it.
Oh.
That's,
Mm-hmm.
or prioritization of important things. I know a lot of type B people that I can't.
I think it's a little PTSD to be able to know the exact order everything needs to be done in the fastest way, the most efficient way of doing things. Not everybody can do that. They
Yeah,
cannot think it like that at all.
I struggle with
Like
that
if I'm
portion of
like,
the
okay,
people.
here's my 5 tasks I need to do today. I know the order to do them in the most efficiency and speed.
Yeah,
Like, well,
or
you have to do this before you do that, and then you have to go here. I'm going to be driving here later, so I'm going to do these 3 errands. I'm going to do it in this order.
yeah,
Literally, we'll think of, oh, these are all right hand turns, or oh, this will be the fastest. Like that's how much detail goes in, but it takes me no time at all.
no, I already did it
So
in my
it's
head
probably
real quick.
complex PTSD.
Oh gosh,
OCD. It's also part of having a
I think it's just having an
higher
internal
IQ.
monologue. I think it's just part of having an internal monologue where I worked everything out. I don't need to be stressed out about it.
That's
Maybe
funny.
that is, yeah. I think we got a little trauma. Oh god.
You just occurred to you just now.
No,
That's not normal.
I don't know. I just was listening to some one of my boyfriend's friends over the weekend talking about how he's like,
Mm.
do people have an internal monologue? Like that's a thing. And I was like,
Yeah.
you don't?
It's also exhausting because the thoughts never stop.
Or we just catch each other talking to ourselves all the time. So
Me and you mean? Oh my god, I talk to
when
myself.
when we were kids, you would just talk to
I am
yourself.
just having a whole cooking show when I'm cooking in the kitchen too.
My brother would be like, "Who's mom talking to?" And I'm like, "Herself. It's fine."
I just talk to my inner monologue comes out.
I like to tell the cats what I'm up to for the day. I'm like, "Here's what I got," and they're like,
I had a whole conversation this morning with Mo, our robot vacuum, because he traded me eat a cord and a shoelace. I just thought he needed a talking to.
"I get that too." I get that too.
It's like, what are you doing? Eating this? No, it's funny. I don't know why I was talking to it though. Like he's like our child. So in the end, we just need to be better friends. Consider that. Just do everyday, normal life things with your friends to show up for them. See what they need help. If they don't have time to hang out with you, maybe they could use you coming over and talking to them while they just do a task. Maybe while they cook dinner.
You're matching.
And don't overstay. You're welcome. Go home so they can go rest. What'd you say?
Don't put so much pressure on all of your friends to be perfect and able to do everything and anything all at once with you.
Well, and this is why you also need lots of different kinds of friends.
Yeah.
And so it's the spice of life is all your different kinds of friends. And I love having friends from different cultures that you learn and you can create empathy and an acceptance for that and share things with them. I had a friend from Cambodia and she took me to like the New Year celebration at the temple, which I had never been to.
Yeah.
It was so much fun.
Or just
I love learning about.
Just talk to more people. If you see a girl at the gym and you think, wow.
If you're in a really small space, like at your apartment gym, totally say hi. It's way not weird. But if you're out in a big gym, I always like compliment their outfit. Great icebreaker. And who doesn't want to be complimented?
Just go compliment somebody.
Who doesn't? Gosh, no one
compliments. You see a girl out with some cute pants on, go and tell her. She might be your new best friend. Or if you're at the gym and you're like, wow, I'm so like impressed by this girl that I see every single time I'm here. I'm going to go tell her. Because, wow.
Girl, you're killing it. How did you lift that much weight?
Because if you're scared about doing it, but then
you know if someone... Were you an athlete?
Yeah.
Because I was, and I'm curious.
You know damn well if somebody came up to you and said the same exact thing or complimented you somewhere, you'd be like, oh, that was so nice. Like, that just made your day. Why not go make other women's day?
Yeah. It's interesting to me the people that do or don't give compliments. Like, I can be like, put a lot of effort, and I think I have a very cute, very stylish outfit, and women just look at me like this.
Yeah.
I'm like, why are you giving me a dirty, crusty?
It's all just
people say, so wow, jealous you look cute today.
Annoyed of themselves and everybody else. Why can't we all just be better about being nicer to each other?
Yeah, women need to be nice to each other. We want to change what's going on in society. We have each other's back.
Yeah.
This means accepting other women that are different than you. This means being kind and being complimentary and nice to women that are pretty and accomplished. Oh my gosh, there's no reason to be jealous. Tell them, oh my God, that's awesome that you did that. I'm so proud of you for getting your master's. I'm so amazed that you got this job. That's amazing.
And there's no way that they're going to judge you for not being in the same place either. If anything, they're going to want to push you to do more because they know you can. I feel like those are the best friends, is the ones who are going to want to push you because they know you have it in you.
I've never been like insulted or put down by women that are
doing
intelligent and successful.
No. I've never been put down by a woman who's
they're supportive, they're helpful. They don't have time for crap.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I would say.
Yeah.
Put those efforts in there. All right, let's wrap it up. It's been a bit.
Oh.
Thank you guys for listening. This is Matriarch Alchemy.
Bye.